This is just a sample of the audiobook. To get the complete audiobook, access the link posted in the first comment.
There is a widely held belief that we are at a profound and critical juncture in world politics. Nuclear proliferation, strategy, and policy have risen to the top of the global policy agenda, and nuclear issues receive more attention now than at any other time in recent memory. The Obama administration laid out a long-term vision of a world free of nuclear weapons. The United States and other countries continue to condemn Iran and North Korea for their nuclear efforts, and aggressive action to cripple their programs has not been ruled out. Fears of nuclear terrorism and concerns over nuclear tipping points are widespread. Arms control has taken on a new prominence not seen since the Cold War, with the signing of the New START Treaty with Russia in 2010 and efforts to strengthen the nuclear non-proliferation regime. The Obama administration also conducted a vigorous internal review of U.S. nuclear strategy and made significant changes. These policies are taking place in a dynamic international environment, where nuclear and non-nuclear powers from East Asia to the Middle East to Latin America are making crucial, and in some cases far-reaching, decisions about their own nuclear policies. The United States is making big bets in the nuclear arena, bets that could have lasting consequences. That nuclear weapons have had a profound influence on world politics is accepted by almost everyone. But there is a wide degree of difference as to the meaning and consequences of this revolution and what the appropriate policy responses should be. How should we evaluate various proposals and the ideas that animate them? The most important thing we can do is to better appreciate the historical origins of our contemporary nuclear world. Understanding that past is my goal in this book. Surprisingly, this is rarely done. On the one hand, many policy analysts claim that the past has little to tell us about the new and frightening nuclear challenges of the 21st century. This view is wrong-headed. I do not argue that nothing has changed, but there is far more continuity than we acknowledge. Many questions that appear novel have in fact come up before, and those issues that are truly new often have their foundations in past experience. What is as alarming is that those who do base their arguments on the past often get the story wrong. Each of the chapters in this book uses history to break open long-held nuclear myths. Taken together, they challenge the widely accepted, stylized narrative about the nuclear revolution and its effect on international relations and U.S. foreign policy since 1945. Bad history is almost worse than no history. We cannot begin to devise effective policies until we recognize the importance of our nuclear history and, just as important, get it right. Many are skeptical that history can provide anything of use to policymakers. As I explain in Chapter 1, History, Theory, and Statecraft in the Nuclear Age, historians have, for a variety of reasons, not played a key role in understanding the nuclearized world we live in. As Jill Lepore has pointed out, the American historical profession defines itself by its dedication to the proposition that looking to the past to explain the present falls outside the realm of serious historical study. Even those historians who are interested in contemporary history may think they have little to offer decision-makers. Historians emphasize complexity and uncertainty when looking at the past. They dismiss the possibility of predicting future events and even question whether it is possible to generalize. The military historian Michael Howard captured this view when he claimed he was conscious above all of the unique quality of an experience that resulted from circumstances that could never be precisely replicated. Policymakers are understandably impatient with this way of seeing the world. Clear-cut policy guidance, parsimonious explanations, and reliable predictions would seem to better serve the needs of decision-makers. In this book, I attempt to demonstrate how historical analysis can provide us with an understanding of the complex, and at times contradictory ways nuclear weapons have influenced international politics in the past, and how it can also provide useful guidance to decision-makers facing hard choices in the future.